trio who use the most modern methods of forensic science as their weapons in the eternal war against crime in the new Strange Report series. Watch each exciting assignment in Strange Report.
So I just started watching this TV series, Strange Report, not The Strange Report, Strange Report from 1969, starring a bearded Anthony Quayle, who, to be fair, I mostly remember from The Guns of Navarone and Ice Cold and Alex. But he plays this kind of criminologist, retired criminologist, Adam Strange, who, along with his American friend Hamlin Gint and his neighbor Evelyn McLean, kind of solves bizarre, kind of strange kind of cases that the police can't really get to grips with, I guess. To be fair, I never recall seeing this program on TV ever, probably because it just lasted one season. I think the actors had creative differences with the producers or something, and they didn't return for a second season, apparently. I thought it was quite a good show, to be honest. Perfectly watchable, I would say, but it kind of felt strangely distant. You felt distant from the action, you know, like you were actually watching the actors do their thing, but never really getting involved with their characters or the situations they were involved in, you know. The stories did seem kind of a bit more off-field, left field, quirkier than normal, I guess, more curiosity value in that regard. I watched one episode, and it was called Grenade. And basically, you had this university student protest group who were supposed to be going to be doing this violent protest in the college university grounds, using explosive devices, these kind of Molotov cocktails, kind of dressed up as kind of light bulbs for some reason. So Strange and his team get called in to investigate. And basically, Adam Strange, Anthony Quayle, I don't know how old he is in this TV program, but he kind of doesn't do the legwork. He sends Hamlin Gint, his American friend, undercover into the university to try and infiltrate this kind of university group, activists, and to see who the leader is and are they actually going to use violence, and to try and find out where they're getting these kind of munitions from. And also he sends his friend and neighbor Evelyn McLean undercover as an artist. She's kind of an artist in real life, and she goes to this company that is producing these placards and these posters for the student group, the activists, to try and get a paper trail or whatever to wherever they're getting these kind of weapons from, I guess.
Anthony Quayle as Adam Strange, Kaz Garris as Hamlin Gint, Annika Wills as Evelyn McLean.
M himself from 007 fame appears as a guest star in this episode to spice things up a little bit, I guess. But this was a fairly humdrum story, and to be fair, it was well acted though, and it did kind of maintain my interest to the end of the story. But would I continue watching this series? I don't know. It's a bit difficult, really. I did feel kind of never really got to kind of close or to grips with Anthony Quayle's character, Adam Strange, and the stories were a little bit strange, a wee bit kind of weird, to be fair. But it's definitely different. It's different from your normal kind of series. I say this series is a bit strange, but in an era where you had the Avengers, you had the Prisoner, the Protectors, the Champions, all these kind of other kind of slightly offbeat kind of 60s TV shows and action shows, it probably isn't that strange, to be honest. But I did feel a little bit kind of I think it gets really high views, scores on IMDb, it's 8.1 or something. I don't really know why. It's a perfectly watchable show, but it's definitely not in that category, that score. I would give it maybe a 7 out of 10, maybe. Would I continue watching it? Possibly give it a few more episodes to get into it more, see if I can get to grips with the character. But it just left me feeling strangely kind of away from the action and away from that you never actually get to grips with the characters or their kind of what they're thinking. You never really feel close to the characters. That's what I would say about this show. But that's only the first episode, so I'll give it another chance, I guess, for a few more episodes and see what it's like. That's Strange Report from 1969.